Well, this movie was a blast to make and to be in. And then when I finally got to see it at the screening, I was just blown away by how visually inventive it is and how many different artistic styles are in it. 2D, 3D, live action, puppets. There's actually hand puppets in it. So like the oldest school technology and the newest school technology mashing up. And I think it all comes together in this fun, very weird movie, and I was so happy at how weird it is, where SpongeBob and his friends get to have a big, epic, huge adventure and also be seen graphically in a new way. We get to see the 2D hand-drawn SpongeBob and Bikini Bottom characters that we've come to know and love since 1999. But then when they come up into our world, whoosh, when they change universes, there's a whole different visual style of 3D CG that really works, and it's a whole new way of experiencing these characters and seeing this world. Horrible things are happening in Bikini Bottom. The world is out of control. Bad things are happening, and SpongeBob and his friends have to track down the person responsible for all this evil and tumult, and then they have to make things right. They need superhero powers for that, so they're transformed, I won't tell you how, into superheroes, and SpongeBob becomes the Invincibubble, who is a guy, he's got SpongeBob's head photoshopped on a big, muscular, super cut body. They used my body as reference. And he's got a bubble wand on his head. One of SpongeBob's hobbies is blowing elaborate bubbles that look like animals and creatures and jellyfish. You know, he's a bubble artist. So his bubble power in the movie is that he can manifest out of his little blowhole thing these huge bubbles that can envelop objects and move them around like bubble teleportation. It's very weird. I can't think of any superhero that has a similar power to that. It's insane. Well, SpongeBob and his gang have come out of the water before on the show once in a while, and also in the last movie from 11 years ago, believe it or not. They came into our world and interacted with David Hasselhoff, which made the movie huge in Germany. And this time, it's on a whole new level, I think, because just graphically and budget-wise, what was available to us with this big new Paramount movie, with a much higher budget and more technology to mess around with, and we get to see SpongeBob and his pals in full-on 3D CG in a photorealistic background. And that was all filmed, I believe, in Georgia with Antonio Banderas as our bad guy. He's really great in the movie, having a blast, obviously, and doing hard work because most of Antonio's scenes are by himself, interacting with animated characters that were added in later. So when I see how energetic and on point his performance is, it just, you know, we're all huge fans of his, so it just makes us love him even more. And, you know, we were not around, obviously, for the Georgia stuff. They were off shooting that. We were recording our voice tracks that they animate to later. And I did not see how that fit together until the cast and crew screening very recently. I'd seen very little of this movie. And when I saw what they were up to and what Paul Tibbitt, the director, and the crew had done, I loved it. It blew my mind. And it was fun. Kids in the theater were going insane. It just made me really happy. And it's a weird, crazy movie, which is what you want a SpongeBob movie to be. You don't want it to be normal. There haven't been new SpongeBob TV episodes for a while we worked on this movie. Mostly the same crew that works on the TV show was just shuttled over to the movie. The movie's been going for 2 years or more. We've been closer to 2.5 years. We've been working on the SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water movie. So really, I think one thing that I was getting from the screening audience was to see new SpongeBob stuff after a couple of years gap was right out of the gate. That had people excited. And then when the lights went down and Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea theme song started, everybody in the theater was singing along, and it was different from most movies. It was this really communal experience. It felt like summer camp or something. it was a blast, and to be a part of that is kind of a once in a lifetime lottery scratcher, I think, for an actor.